Tapa is endurance, acceptance. See, you are coming in the flight. It's a long distance. You are sitting, your legs are getting numb. You feel tired. But you keep sitting. You don't say, no, I can't sit now. I'm going to get out of the plane. No way. If the plane is delayed, if it's held up in the air, you have to be there. There is no choice for you. Now, if you had a choice at home, you wouldn't sit for 8 hours like that in one place. No way. But in the plane, you sit acceptingly, willingly, without grumbling. This is tapa. Tapa is willingly experiencing the opposite values without grumbling. Okay, you are driving somewhere, but you are feeling sleepy. But it's sleep time. But you never mind, doesn't matter, another 2-3 hours I will drive and reach my home. You don't say, oh, it's already 10 o'clock, it's my sleep time, I'm going to sleep now. You don't park cars somewhere and just go to sleep unless it is absolutely unbearable. Right? In the same way, you are hungry and you say, no, I'm fasting, I want to have a cleansing diet, or I want to cleanse my body. So one day you say, oh no, today I'm just going to fast on juice or water. You decide on your own to do some action which is not usual, that is tapa. In tapas, 3 types, the Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Tamasic is the demonic tapas, wherein one tortures oneself. Cannot torture others. You can torture yourself. Certain people punish themselves. This is Tamasic, putting nails all over the body. And then there are other type of people who do practices with desire of achieving something, which has mixed effect. Always with some motive behind. Even they are doing some service, behind the service there is a motive. I should be getting something. This is Rajasic tapas. The tapas one does show off. One does fasting, tells the whole world, everybody, oh, I am fasting for some day. I am meditating, I am doing this, I am being very good. Then like me, I can sing better, I dance, I'll do this. I do a great service. The tapas that is done with show and done with I-ness, Rajasic tapas. Sattvic tapas is that which you do not even feel you are doing. You are just part of the phenomenon. The world today is a phenomenon. The world 1995 is a phenomenon. And you are just part of that phenomenon. Where do you exist? In this lake, see, there are so many tiny waves. But if each wave think I am existing as a wave, it is being foolish. One wind blows and so many waves arise. And they all subside a little later. Like this time, so many waves have arisen. And one wave calls itself Jyoti, another calls Michelle, another calls David. All these different names have been given to those related waves. And in a few days, few years, all these waves will subside. New waves arise. Knowing this, one goes through this fire of life. That is Sattvic tapas. Even in this, there are 3 other sections. The bodily tapas, the tapas of the speech, and tapas of the mind. What are bodily tapas? Keeping physical hygiene, keeping lethargy out, having a say over the senses. Not that you don't want to watch television, just don't watch it. You don't want to eat, and just don't eat. Remaining in self and having a control over the senses and the body. This is called physical tapas. Tapas on speech is speaking such words which does not excite people in the wrong sense. Speaking truth and speaking pleasant truth. Just notice you sit with people and what you tell them to excite their mind. Do they go away from you feeling relief and peace, or go away from you with anger, jealousy, greed, or frustration? Often, when you keep your lips tight, you are a better person. You are more charming. You are more wanted person. The moment you open your mouth, you don't know what comes. You have no control over what you say. Words simply come shooting out of your mouth. And you don't even look into what are their effects, how it can be like a dragger on somebody else's mind. This is Vangmaya Tapas. Your words can become a flower or can become a knife. If you want to intentionally create, that's a different story. But often you speak and it's unintentional from your side and it creates disturbance in others' minds. And there is a way to tell the truth. All those who speak very harsh, you ask them, they say, I am saying the truth. Why to go around about it? There's no need to go around. It's truth, all right. But it can be a pleasant expression of truth. Vangmaya tapas is important. Why? Because as you grow in this path of yoga, your words become more and more and more powerful. And if you call someone fool, and even if they are not fool, they will become a fool. There is all possibility. You call someone stupid, and even if they are not stupid, there is 99% possibility they become stupid. So your words have the power to bless and your words have the power to curse. Vangmaya tapas purifies you. Because otherwise those things rebound back to you. I don't mean that you should always be wishy-washy, speak goody-goody and sweetie-sweetie. That is also self-deception. You don't have to be so wiggly. Everything is narrow, everything is nice. Some people make a big mood out of it. They speak everything is nice. Inside they are so frustrated. The mind, they are blaming. You don't have to be like that, a split person. But at the same time, you don't need to be harsh expresser of truth. And then manomaya tapas of the mind. The pleasantness in the mind. Maintaining the pleasantness in the mind is a big tapas. You feel pleasant and very soon you can just drop all that pleasantness in your mind. What does tapas do? When do we undergo tapas? It purifies and strengthens our system. Strength and purity. That is the purpose of tapas. But the tapas can bring big ego in a person. Unfortunately, people think doing great tapas means have become very great. Someone has to fast for long periods of time. That means he must have had a lot of impurities. Out of proportion, glorifying tapas simply leads to ego. I have done a lot of prayer. I did lots and lots of meditation. This type of understanding about oneself brings ego. That is why the next thing, immediately after tapas, it's Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is self-study. See, why are you doing fasting? Is it just to show off? Is it in competition with somebody? There is a story. Two gentlemen were sitting and meditating, doing some tapas. They were neighbors and God came to one of them and asked them, what is that you want? He asked him, are you going to visit my neighbor also? God said, yes, of course. He's out to do. You both started the tapas on the same day. You started an hour earlier, so I came first to you. What is that you want? He said, can't you somehow avoid going to that other man? God said, no, it will become injustice. It's not good. I have to go and see him. But tell me, what is that you want? Okay, whatever you give it to the other person, you give it twice as much. So God went to the other man and asked him, what is that you want? But wait a minute, are you coming from the neighbor? What did you give him? God was silent. Now tell me, what did he ask? God hesitated for a minute and then he asked. Well, he asked to be given twice as much whatever you asked. And this man said, yeah, is that what he wanted? Okay, you take away one of my eyes and one of my ears. I'll teach him a lesson. He's always in competition with me. Now let him have twice as much as what I have. This sort of tapas without self-study leads to ego. Look into the motives behind your actions. Often you don't go for things that you really want. You go to things because others would want. Or many times what you want, you are not clear because you never looked into yourself. You are swayed away by fleeting thoughts and fleeting emotions, fleeting desires. Your desire is not even your desire. You went and ate something somewhere and wrong food or whatever it was, and all those food and all those events, situation, company, everything brought in a storm inside you. And you started believing that storm as your very self. That's why often you are not happy when your desires are fulfilled. Or the fulfillment of your desires does not stay too long or charm. Within weeks they break down. And you wonder, why did I get into this? Or you start believing you really wanted it. That's why it has happened. Self-study. Observing the self. See, what is your self? Who are you? You have purified the body. But are you the body? You have made your mind light. Are you the mind? Are you your thoughts? Are you your emotions? Who are you? This self-study leads you upward to the universe that is unknown to us. And self-study eliminates misery and suffering of the mind. Buddha has said this so beautifully. He said, Kayanupaschana, that is tapas, observe the body. Vedananupaschana, observe the sensations in the body. Chittanupaschana, observe the mind, the impressions in the mind, thoughts in the mind, feelings in the mind. Dhammanupaschana, observe your very nature. Observe the dharma, the nature that you are. 4 steps Buddha has said. The same thing Patanjali has said. Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana. Swadhyaya can eliminate all mental, emotional impurities, uncertainties, fears, anxieties. And Ishvara Pranidhana, love of God, surrender to the Lord, will complete the process. Without love, self-study becomes another dry stuff. Without surrender, self-study is not charming. Without devotion, without love, spiritual path becomes very dry, like a styrofoam. It's like a kid without sweets, a pudding without sweet, without sugar, a bread without salt. Ishvara Pranidhana. How can love for Lord can happen, can blossom in? First step is to see Lord as different from you. Lord, and 2 is needed to surrender. Lord of all virtues, and I am nobody. In this nobodiness, union happens. Then the realization comes, it's all you. From it's all you, it's all me, I. This body is, this universe is yours. This mind is yours. The mind with all its conflict is also yours. The mind with all its beauty is yours. This offering itself is a technique which brings you back home. Ishvara Pranidhana brings about samadhi or ecstasy in that meditation. Offering candles, offering incense, offering flowers is not great. Offer every part of your body. Offer every moment of life. Offer every breath. Offer every thought. Good, bad, pleasant, unpleasant, anything. Offer all that vasanas or those things which you consider are your negative points. See, offering all the negativity, you become free. Offering all that positive virtues you think you possess, you become free. You will not become arrogant. Virtues make you arrogant. Virtues make you behave as though you are special. And demerits or your drawbacks pulls you down and make you feel bad about yourself. And if you start feeling bad about yourself, unconnected to the divine, there's nothing that can make you feel connected. It's up to you to feel close to the divine.